no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Where are my most beautiful queens in the house? Where are my most beautiful queens in the house?
Hey everybody, it's your girl Jamilah. Welcome to the Queen's Address. Welcome into the Queendom. Today is a very, very special day. I got a very, very special guest. That's why you see me fancy today and in my red bottoms and everything. I'm in the presence of royalty, the owner of Royal Teeth Lab. Haas is in the building. How you doing, Haas?
Peace and blessings.
Peace,
How are
King.
you?
How you been doing?
I'm here. I'm blessed.
Yeah, you look
can't
great.
Complain.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the show today. I told you off camera, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely excited. And so thank you for being available today. And so we're going to get right into it because this is the moment I've been waiting for a minute. And so you make jewelry and you specialize in grills.
Yes.
Okay. So how did you get started in this business?
So I started off at age 14. Yes. There was a Indian guy by the name of Zubair. I called him. He was like my dad to me. He took me in to his jewelry store on Metropolitan Flea Market. That's where a lot of my clientele still remembers me from, and where I'm known from. I started off in Metropolitan Flea Market in a jewelry store, and I just gravitated towards it. Across the street from the flea market is a school, a technical college called Atlanta Tech. So while I was working at the flea market, when I turned 18, I would walk across the street and I would go to school for dental lab technology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I put all the skills together. So I learned 3D printing for dentures, grills, veneers, things of that nature. And then I took my school knowledge and I said, I want to open a jewelry store, my own.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Wow. No, that's so dope. And so I was just admiring your setup here. I see so many different things, but do you have like a preference? What materials do you like to use like the most when you're designing and creating and sculpting and making art, you know?
I would like to do anything that's not harmful to people, anything that's not harmful. So gold, silver, those are the materials I would like to. It doesn't matter white gold. It doesn't matter if it's rose gold. It doesn't matter if it's super silver or 925. Or I haven't got into platinum yet. I would like to, but I like to use those materials. And I notice a lot of our community is big on the copper jewelry, but I say this, like, I say go with rose gold because anything that's gonna turn on you, you know, like put green on your neck or wrist, it's not good for you, you know.
Right, it's like a signal or something like
Yeah,
that.
like I mean,
it's a sign that something's not, you know,
not
agreeing
right.
what your body chemistry or something.
Exactly. Key word. Like you don't want a friend that's gonna turn on you. Like,
right. Look, this is in the language.
yeah, jewelry is our friend.
It'll turn on you.
Right.
Yeah, if it's not meant for you.
Right. So I use nothing but the highest quality material.
I know that's right. Well, we appreciate that. And so walk me through the process a little bit. So if a customer contacts you and wants to get fitted for a grill, you know, or fronts, what's the process? They need to contact you and book a consultation.
Yes.
And how does that whole thing go?
So I'm appointment only. My store off of Camp Creek, you can still walk up, but it's a QR code on the window. You can book an appointment. You might get to come in that day, but there's no you just walk in. There's none of that.
Right.
I had my fair share of that. Even when I was in the flea market, we're not doing that anymore. But yeah, you just book an appointment. You could go on the website at Royal Teeth Lab and click the tab, book appointment, and pay the $200 consultation fee, and that is deducted from your final purchase. So yeah.
Oh, okay. And so that fee will take care of your mold. And it'll take care of, and it'll go towards the finished product?
Yep, it'll go towards the finished product, whatever design that you have
That
in
you
mind.
choose?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't matter. You can anywhere in the U.S. It doesn't matter if you have something grand. I will fly to you. Yeah. If you that type of client, I will fly to you.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
no, that's cool. And so we want to get into Atlanta hip hop culture for a second.
Yeah.
And so we were talking a little bit about off camera about Atlanta versus Florida versus Dallas, and with Atlanta hip hop culture, from the Goody Mob to Ludacris, people come from all over to get custom grills
Right.
from Atlanta designers.
Right.
And why do you think that the Atlanta style is so unique in hip hop culture?
Well, so let's start off with fashion in general.
Right.
We are, and no disrespect to New York, but
None
we
whatsoever.
are, yeah, we are a fashion capital, you know.
Absolutely.
If I would like to say, I think that became, you know, because we had a lot of ownership. We had our own shoe brand. You know, we had a lot of Walters was promoting local owned shoe brand. It wasn't the big companies like Nike and stuff like that. We was always promoting our own stuff. Hence, you know, the Gambian links up here. You know, I think that was more so what people was attracted to. Like we had our own tribe, or like our own culture, so to say. Yeah, we had our own trend.
No,
you know?
I love it. And I was talking to a friend about, like, it's different. Like, I love, and I'm just gonna come right and say, I love being black. Because you go to the West Coast, you got the hyphy movement.
Right.
You go to New Orleans, you go to Compton, you got straight
Right.
out of Compton. You know, you go to Chicago, they have their own thing. You come to Atlanta,
Right.
they got their own thing. You go to the Geechee Gullah culture, and in New York, they swag heavy there. Just, you know, and I'm just like, I love Atlanta, I love Florida. Like I love how rich and diverse our culture is. Just like, we're so amazing.
Most definitely.
And just thinking about like I'm and talking about Dallas and you know, Atlanta grills, you did some work with Erykah Badu.
Yes, I have.
And she is like a high queen for me. Like, I'm a huge fan. I'm trying to get her on the show.
Okay.
But like, what was it like working with the sister from Dallas they have their own grills culture there too? So what was that experience like?
It was, so at the time, it was like I'm still living in a dream.
Yeah.
Right? She found me by way of her daughter. Right.
Oh, shout out to Puma.
Yeah, shout out to Puma. And so she kept sending me with tasks like, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? I'm like, pearls in a grill. Like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Onyx grill. Like, let's do it. You know, that's her, me, and I'm still working with her to this day. So, that is one of my favorite clients, if not the most favorite client. Her imagination is
She's
like
an artist.
Yeah, it's a true artist. She shouts out to Erykah Badu. She had me featured in Vogue magazine.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
That was a big thing. I was featured in Vogue magazine by way of her. I got to go to the Met Gala. I was at the Met Gala by way of her. What? I believe that my grills that I made for her, our grills that we made together, that was a staple for the 2023 Met Gala. Yeah, that was a staple. Yeah.
What was that like? You went to the Met Gala?
Yeah, it was different.
I heard it's hard to get in.
I'm a small town Atlanta city dude. I didn't know nothing about the Met Gala. I kept hearing, who was that rapping about it? Offset. I kept hearing him rapping about it. I didn't know what it was officially until she flew me out there and I was there. I was like, oh, yeah, this is really fashion. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
right.
yeah, and you worthy of that red carpet too.
Right.
Like, I'm
right.
so glad you were there.
I seen a piece that you worked on with her, and it was like a cameo. like those brooches
Right.
that our grandmothers and great grandmothers used
Right.
to wear. What was that process to make that piece? Like, what was the inspiration behind it, and then what was the process in making that?
Well, she sent me different photos of her as the inspiration. She sent me a photo of her wearing her iconic turban. She sent me a photo of her with Bantu knots. She sent me a photo of her with afro. So it was that grill, and that's why it will stay up there. Like, no one can't. People has DM me about making them that grill. I can't do that. That's a one and done. But that was a very tedious process. And I will say that is my favorite grill. That was a very tedious process. If anyone knows how cameo works, etching a onyx or a shell, I had to put the matrix over the onyx and kept etching. Numerous of times of failure on that grill. I think that was the fourth time I made that, and it came out as best as I could make it, So.
Yeah, because it can crack, right? Like those materials can crack if you're not gentle enough in tapping and sculpting.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, that's incredible. We saw that and was like, oh, yo, this is crazy. He went crazy with this one.
Yeah, that one's for the museum.
Very unique. Yeah, but we appreciate the art in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We see some grills and it's just like pretty, like pretty standard. Tip. I
Right.
saw Pharrell do an interview with grills in, and he's over Louis Vuitton now.
love
And I'm like,
Pharrell.
grills
Shout
are
out
all
to
over.
Pharrell.
Yeah, shout out to Pharrell. And I'm like, grills are taking over. But I love and I love the standard look, but the ones that have like time and effort and art in it.
Right.
It's very special. Like very unique and very, very
Blood,
special.
sweat, tears. Yeah.
Listen, no, you're a true artist. You're a true artist. And so your clientele is filled with celebrities. And what I want to ask was, have you ever been anxious or nervous to collaborate with any of your high profile clients? Or you go in there like God is in control? Like, I got it. Like,
Yeah. I was nervous with Pleasure P. Only reason why I was nervous with him. Everybody else, Erykah, everybody else, it was like I was invited to. It was a Airbnb or hotel, but I was at his mansion, Yeah, and he had he had a soiree going. So I was nervous there,
Yeah.
because he greeted me like he knew me. He had his robe on.
yeah, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
How we doing?
Come take
Yeah.
my mold. Yeah. So that was the only nervousness because I'm in someone's actual home habitat. But other than that, I mean, Erykah was a little bit nervous because
You're a fan, and so yeah. Who's not a fan of Erykah Badu?
Right.
I mean, she's the high queen. Yeah, what was it like working with Method Man?
Method Man was awesome. It was
I heard
amazing.
he's a great guy. Yeah.
So, Method Man, when I went to, because I kept messaging, I said, hey, I'm going to take your mold. He was like, okay, I got a show. This was in 2013. He was like, I got a show, and we was in Aspen, Colorado. This is my first time in Aspen. Underdressed. Came out there underdressed. I flew a private flight because there's no airport in Aspen. You got to go to Denver and then you drive. But I flew to the airport in Aspen, private flight, and I met his manager out there. He was like, yo, you actually came? I was like, yes, because it's not that many black people out there. So he's like, he knew me, the grills and stuff. It was an amazing experience. I sat down with him. Of course, we partaked. It was amazing. Him and Red. Yeah. So we partaked. We had long discussions. He was telling me about, this was before he was on Power. He was telling me about his next moves and things of that nature. He was like, yo, nephew, just I just want something simple. Just ice out my fangs. So I was like, okay, cool. I could do that.
Yeah, no. Well, shouts to Method Man. That's
Yeah.
huge. Oh my gosh. And so I follow you on social media, and I think your work is incredible. But I wanted to ask you, when you're sitting down to make like any type of art, like we see the beautiful, like the ones with the colors and things like that. When you're sitting down to either sketch or like just maybe do you draw out like your ideas, or do you like, what is your process like when you're trying to create a unique new idea?
So I went to
for design.
I went to SCAD also. I didn't graduate from SCAD, but I had enough knowledge. I learned CAD design for 3D printing. So when somebody sends me a design, I'll go ahead, I'll draw it out on paper first. I'm not I'm not a artist, pencil artist like that, but I can get an idea.
Okay.
And then I could scan it onto my computer, and then I could turn it into a 3D format, and then that's when I shine. I can go from there. And we could turn regular 2D images into 3D, you know.
Yeah, so 2D, what does 2D mean? I know what 3D means.
Two-dimensional. So like you drawing on a paper, that's 2D. A cartoon is 2D.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. I learned something new.
Disney Pixar would be like 3D.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never even knew what 2D was. Yeah. And so we see people all over the world. Like I saw your page, and there was an Asian guy with, I don't know if they were implants, but he was iced out, right?
Right.
And I look at the impact of hip hop and grills and tats, and some people are into piercings, some people are into, but I see the influence of grills like all over the world. And we see some people looking down on the culture, some people trying to amplify the culture. And so what do you say to folks that look down on grills or label it as ghetto or label it as, something that's, this is not very professional.
Funny.
What do you say to those types?
So I actually, I always had this idea in my mind when Obama was running for office. I was like, I'm going to get Obama to wear a grill.
I know that's right.
Right.
I know that. I knew you were going to say that.
I'm going to get Obama to wear a grill.
Yes.
It don't matter. So I had Andre Dickens, if you watching, that's our mayor of Atlanta.
Okay.
I asked him, can I make him a grill? I met him at Pinky's book signing. We sat right next to each other, right? I met him at Pinky's book. I'm like, change the directory, because grills I don't wear this every day, right? But now that I am being a spokesman of my brand, people are paying attention to my words. People pay attention to a politician words, a teacher. I made a teacher's grill. Like she was like, yeah, my class pay attention. Now that I got the open
grill, you got their attention.
Right. So that is the point. I mean, rappers, preachers,
athletes.
Yeah, right.
I see my guy Beast Mode out there repping.
Exactly.
He was giving out turkeys or something, or he was giving away food to the community with his grills in.
Exactly.
I'm like,
yeah, show, you exemplify, you show off, show something for it. Like you done did all this, whatever you did in the gym to catch this many balls, run this many yards. You done studied this hard to separate Siamese twins. Shout out to Ben Carson.
Shout out to Ben Carson. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Grills are for everyone.
Taking over. Yeah. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Let me see you show your grill.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a grill.
Man, I wouldn't listen. My one of the girls I work with, she said, "You got some grills, Jamilah? I heard you about to do an episode on grills." I was like, "I ain't got none, but I'm planning on getting some."
Right. There you go.
You know what I mean? So it's something that, like I told you off camera, I'm hip hop. I'm like anything hip hop is, I'm gonna go to it like a moth to a flame.
I mean, this is
hip-hop,
us.
Yeah, and then and I recently, and I was gonna tell you this too, because I have to read you something. I read an article about gold having anti-inflammatory properties.
That is true.
And has been used to treat some inflammatory diseases. So check this out. Gold compounds have the ability to block the reactive processes that produce and release inflammatory cytokines. There's some science in it. Check it. Gold compounds have also been used to treat rheumatoid arthritis, and it's considered to be a transition element and to treat cancer in recent decades.
Right.
And so do you think the ancestors, like when we find out that these ancient Egyptian mummies were buried with grills or like a couple gold teeth on the side, do you think the ancestors knew something in the ancient times that we're just now, like maybe our DNA memory is picking up on, and like, are we on some type of a frequency here? Because
I can give you a minimal for viewers at home to go in the rabbit hole, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're familiar with the Moors, right?
Come on now.
So the Moors, this is nothing new. Gold jewelry, gold chains, and this is why Italy is big on like jewelry now, because the Moors brung gold over there, right? And at the time, I think we're 500 BC to 200, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on it, but I know it was around 500 BC.
Right.
It was a tribe in Italy, the Etruscan women. So the Etruscan women were the first documented known group of people to have grills, right?
I think I read about it. It's like a sign of wealth or opulence.
It was a sign of wealth, right? Because they had wealth, but the Moors came over there and helped clean them up. You know, they at the time, right, bathing, cleaning of their teeth. Some had brown teeth, so they exemplified that. Oh yeah, we're still wealthy. So they wore gold teeth, and that's how they knew their tribe. And then y'all could go into the rabbit hole of how they got wiped, extinct. A little bit of that ties in with the Holocaust and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. No, it's culture. Like you find so much in culture. And, I think about like one of my grandmother's friends, she's passed on now, but my grandmother used to go to church with a lady, and she was an older, like old school Black Christian lady. And she had like 3 gold teeth.
Where was she from?
She was from Mississippi. And she had like 3 of them. 2 of them had the little line around them. Right. And then one was a solid, the one next to the big one. It was like completely gold, and she made like the best dressing and potato salad and stuff. And she's like, "Hi, Jamilah, how you been doing, baby?" And she had that she could sing real good. She was a church lady, but I just remember she was so kind and like But I remember people be like, "I wish she'd take that gold out of her mouth."
That sound like my grandmother's friend, Miss Dorothy.
Yeah,
and she's from New Orleans, and so New Orleans, a lot of the France. Italian culture went to New Orleans, and a lot of the freed slaves, they were wearing gold teeth, and
it just caught on.
It caught on, right?
Yeah. And I wanted to ask too, because you brought some beautiful pieces here today to put on display, and we were talking a little bit off camera about this piece here. Can you talk to the audience a little bit about this piece and the patent on it?
Yeah, so these are called the Gambian links, Atlanta Gambian links for short. So what I did was, when I started the business, Royal Teeth Lab, I trademarked the smile. The smile that's trademarked looks like this, and it has 4 crowns within the teeth. And so I wanted to make everything branding. So these are the Gambian links right here, and you'll see the logo going across. And I named it Gambian links because Gambia, located in Africa, is known as the Smile Coast of Africa, right? So that's where we get.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful work. And I want to know a little bit too about the ones with the color. Now, are these like gems that you selected, the ones that have the color?
Yeah, these are opals.
All of them are?
Yeah, those are opals, and then we have some colored stones up here.
Okay. And so these, and then the ones right here are just solid gold and silver or white gold.
Right.
Okay.
So this, I like this piece right here.
It's beautiful.
Go ahead, read. Tell me
Yeah.
what that piece says.
This says,
And then y'all have to get a close up on that piece.
I need money.
There you go.
I need money. Hey, there you go.
So for the big hip hop fans at home, you guys know where that comes from. That comes from the movie with Red and Method Man, the How High movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow. That is crazy. And you handcrafted all of these.
Yes.
Wow. How long does it take to get one done?
It depends. So I do not do same day anymore. No, nobody please DM me.
I would never
Or,
ask.
For
For this kind of, like,
yeah.
I wouldn't assume.
But as I said, I started off in a flea market. So flea market, that's where I put in majority of like the groundwork, the hustle work. Where everybody comes in. They would fly in from Florida, North Carolina, California to come to Atlanta to get same day solid gold grills. And that's where we was turning around from 50 to 80 sets. One set would consist of 6 to 10 teeth. So we was turning around from 50 to 80 sets a day.
Wow.
But yeah.
A day?
Yeah, one day.
Okay, a day.
A day. This is just a day.
Did y'all get a chance to eat, or did you get anything to drink?
You had to scarf food
Y'all there
down.
laboring
Right.
down?
Yeah.
A day.
Yep. A day.
You did not stutter.
A day.
A day.
Yeah.
That's some hard work. Oh
It
my
was
gosh.
real hard work. So when I give people a tour, like when you see how this process actually goes, when you see how this process actually, they say, oh, wow, this is real work. You know, now I get to be on this side. I get to be on the salesman side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started off on the and I'm still have hands on, but now I have a team of 4, you know, which helps. And I have the best diamond setters in Atlanta.
Oh,
I need to let that be known.
Yes, sir.
I have the best diamond setters.
Shout out to them. Yeah. You know, and so it's important, like, to talk about the art. We were talking earlier about the art in it and just creative process. And, you know, I love how intricate and the detail, like, it's incredible. Like, you do amazing, amazing work. And I think I'm still just stuck on a day, like a day for
Yeah,
I'm trying to like process that.
This
but
is a true story. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're an artist, like you're a real artist, and I was curious to know, like you got a really great clientele. You have a lot of work that you've done in your career, and I wanted to know: is there someone that you'd like to work with and collaborate on that you haven't worked with yet?
Most definitely Kanye and Pharrell is the top, the fashion top. But I want to take something away. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm not begging, but I say this because Pharrell did an interview and he said, "Make your own table," and that's what I've been doing I've been doing that before that, but that gave me my confirmation that, you know what, if he sees it, he's gonna see it. You know.
Yeah.
Also Rihanna.
Yeah. And so what do you do? Like, say Beyonce gives you a call and says, you know what, Haas, I got an idea. You know, Jay's birthday is coming up. You know what I mean? I need your help. I want to design something. Can I fly you out? You know, can you be out here for a week? Like, do you do that kind of thing? Like,
yeah, most definitely.
You go off the grid for a while to work and design? What?
Most definitely. It sounds like Erykah Badu.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her process.
Yeah.
I spent the whole summer with her. At one point, she was getting, and then she has so many grills from me. At one point, she was getting 10 grills per month from me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she was my only client for a whole summer. Like, my other staff, I said, you guys got to take care of everything else. But, yeah, so, I mean, most definitely, shouts out to Beyonce and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
Hey, come through. Right. Got some birthdays coming up.
Right. Yeah.
And so I wanted to ask, too, what do you love most about what you do?
The smile.
The smile?
That's the whole point of it. That's why I trademarked the smile. it has a lot of health benefits. You know, I'm more so about healthy. Of course, we're gonna look fly. You know, like I say now, I used to didn't like when Michael Jordan used to be like, I didn't make these shoes but he wasn't saying black people, like he was saying the ones that can't afford it, you know. But I'm here to say that this is motivation. Yes, if you see my opals are 200, and I encourage, still go to the flea market. You can't afford, go to the flea market. By all means, go get the same day grills. But I'm not, Haas doesn't do flea market quality grills anymore.
That's right.
All right, so book your appointment. Let's have a conversation. Let's drink some tea. Let's create, you know.
Yeah. No, I can appreciate what you're doing. You know, like I was saying earlier, I love us. I love the culture. I love hip hop. I love every element, everything that comes along with our aura, with our swag, with, you know, what our riz, whatever, you know, just anything that we got, because it comes from a place of like having absolutely nothing, like being from
Most
the
definitely,
dirt.
right.
You know what I mean? And you come up and when I see grills, for me, it makes a cultural statement.
Right.
And in hip hop, it means that you the flyest one. You know your outfit the best. You got your grills
Right.
in. You know, put your stunner shades on. You know, and so it's an attitude that comes with it that I love and I'm drawn to. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so I'm just so glad you're doing what you're doing, and I'm glad that you love what you do, because you can tell that you love what you do.
I love
and,
it.
Yeah, and the proof is in the
Like
pudding.
with Royalty Lab, you're the artist, you know. I remember when I met with Rhapsody, we was out in New York.
Shout out to Rhapsody.
Shout out to Rhapsody.
Yes.
We had a whole brunch, sit down, talk, and that's where we came up together with the question. She like, can it be done? I've never seen. I'm like, anything. The sky's the limit. I will make it work. You know. So with that being, I love when you come to Royalty Lab, you are actually the artist. I'm just putting the pieces together. I know how to put it together, and I have knowledge. I have over 14 years worth of knowledge in jewelry business, you know, in jewelry, you know. So I have knowledge. So if you want to know what's the price, labor, cost of gold, all of that, you know, I can break everything down to you. I'm not just taking your dollar, you know.
Yeah, no, you really kind of educate.
Yeah, I'm
the
educating.
consumer.
Right.
That's dope. Yeah, and so I wanted to ask too. I know we got to get ready to close out. Yeah. No, we got another question. Oh, okay.
Got
You
another
got a
question
mic?
from the audience. Yeah, I brought a mic today because I wanted to be extra crisp.
Okay.
We've been waiting for you, man.
Yeah,
like
waiting for
we
you.
are so hyped.
Okay.
All right, so I got a couple questions. First of all right, I'm coming in. It's my first grill. I'm bypassing the flea market.
Okay.
And I can't get in contact with you. What do I look for in a grill maker and a jeweler? Like, what kind of qualities am I looking for? If they say, you know, how do I know I'm being steered the wrong way, or they not quite up to par for what they want to charge me?
So,
How do you know if you're getting scammed too?
if you're getting scammed,
Yeah.
well,
Or if they even good? Like, how do I know they good?
you always want to go history. You want to do history. So, before I had the Instagram where people could see my work, because this is my first interview, it probably will be my only until a minute, because I'm actually active doing grills. But before you want to see the history, so look at their Instagram. If it looks like they stole photos from another, right, stuff like that. All of my grills.
That's fraudulent.
Most of them are branded. Like, these are premium grills.
Okay.
Take a look at that.
Okay.
And look at the back of that grill and tell me what the back of that says.
Okay. Royal Teeth Lab.
Okay,
I know
so
y'all probably can't see, but it's right there on the bottom. Yeah.
right, branding is very big. But I mean, like, if somebody is promoting their brand, and maybe it's their first time. I mean, that's a risk, you know. These are risks that you're taking. But I will say this: I had a client that brought me one of the worstest grills I've ever seen. So I will say this: I do want this to be said. So I had a client that brung the worstest grill, and I won't say who it was by. That's not what we're about in the black community. We're not bashing
We're not
anybody.
messy, yeah.
You're right. But they brung me the worstest grill, and it was gold. I said, you know what? I will melt it down for you, and I will give you a discount. So if you guys have a horrible grill out there and you want it redone the correct way, you can bring it to me, Royalty Lab. I will melt your gold grill down, your silver grill down, rose gold, whatever it is. I will melt it down, and I will make it properly for you.
So if I got my own materials, because okay, 2-part question. First, if I got my own, a chain or whatever I want to bring in, make a grill out of it, you can handle that, no problem.
Most definitely, no problem.
And second, how do you source the materials? If I don't have those materials, how do you source them? Where do you get them from?
Well, I will tell you this. I love that I've been in the game for so long. I took a chance. And this, I'm saying this to the younger generation that may be inspired, that want to do grills and jewelry. Buy gold, buy silver. 2012, I invested $80,000 in gold. This was out of my own money. Okay, buy gold and buy silver. You can't run a jewelry business without neither one of those. You can do without diamonds. You can find a diamond seller, but you need gold and silver. You need to buy it now. 1 kilo of gold right now is at $1 million. So am I a millionaire? Maybe, but not on paper. Not on paper. Not on paper. But yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
You ever been over to Abu Dhabi, over to Dubai, the
I
gold
have.
souk?
Yeah.
I have. I have been to Dubai. I love Dubai. Dubai has everything. This is another topic, but Nigeria is Dubai. They just don't have the structure.
Yeah.
They have all the resources.
Yeah.
Nigeria, I get gold. People send me gold from Nigeria. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you answered the question about, because I was going to ask if grills are like a appreciative asset. Like, are they an investment, something that's going to, over time, going to...
Most definitely. I say this. I say jewelry, silver and gold, it doesn't matter what form it is. It's an investment. I had this conversation. I just did I'm working on a piece right now for a famous baseball player. And I was like, hey, you don't have to have that much diamonds in it. He like, but I gotta. But because I was like, this is a chunk of gold. Once we start drilling in it, But I would say, it doesn't matter gold, because like I said, I have clients that had worse grills and they bring it to me and I melted it down. I done melted it was a lady, her what is she? Iguana? No, bearded dragon. Her bearded dragon died. And I have to send you the clip of that. Her bearded dragon died, and her and her husband brung me their grills, and I melted them down, and I made a bearded dragon pendant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so gold, it's going to be investment. It's going to turn back into its natural form.
Yeah. And so you'll collaborate for custom pieces.
Most definitely.
For people that's cool. Yeah. That's really.
Let me tell about this pendant.
Okay.
Like, for viewers at home, this is the size of a Hot Wheel car. My friend, shout out to Swag Pack Shack. His wife died of meningitis, and he has a car that he dedicated to his wife. He does a car show every year, and to give the awareness, of meningitis. He gives the awareness of meningitis. And so he sent me a clip of a jewelry company that made a pendant that was 2D, right? They made a pendant that was 2D, and it was a truck, and it was dedicated for cancer. And I said, yo, how much they charge you for it? He told me. I said, I'll do something better for you. Let's make it. Oh, wait. Before that, you have to understand. He tried to be in the he entered his car into the Hot Wheels you can enter your car in some little Hot Wheels competition, and they'll
Okay.
turn your car into a Hot Wheel. He didn't win.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So that was one aspect. He didn't win. So I'm like, here at Royal Teeth Lab, we make trophies. You're a winner regardless. So this is where this came about. This is actually white gold, and it's fully bust down with diamonds. Wow. You know, there you go.
It's
Hold
beautiful. Royal Teeth Lab.
That. Right.
Wow. Custom designs. Yo, that looks amazing. Wow.
Yeah. Shout out to Swag Pack Shack.
Shout out to Swag Pack
This
Shack.
is his.
And it rolls. Like
And it
actually
rolls.
like
Yeah,
it
bro.
actually like the tires work. So he ain't sliding it across the thing, y'all. Those tires are actually
it's-
rotating.
It's actually rotating. Oh man, you are not playing games. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Now I have a question. This is a little bit more personal because this is what you actually do. Have you ever had a client you had to turn away and say, you know what, I can't work with you?
Oh, yeah,
I
most definitely,
I don't
all
get
the
along
time.
with you. Your energy is wrong. My nervous system is disrupted when you walk in the room. Like,
Most
have you ever
definitely.
had to say, I'm not the guy for you?
Most definitely. Like I said, I'm not discouraging. Like, please support our local flea markets. You know, I'm not discouraging, and I'm not bashing. All I'm saying is I might not be for you. I was that for you then, but that's not where I'm at now. I have people that want rush jobs. I don't do rush jobs. Not at all.
It's a process.
Right,
You can't
it is
rush
a process.
Yeah.
Now, the only way, and it may sound funny, but if you come to me, you DM me, you say, hey, this is for Make-A-Wish Foundation. This kid only has certain days amount to live. I will do it. I will do it for free. Anybody Make-A-Wish, reach out to me. I would do it for free. I would love to do it for free.
Wow.
And also, I want this to be known. Every year, APS kids, I give them free gold grills. If you were on the honor roll,
Oh, wow.
you had to have an all A honor roll. I am all for promoting smart kids because I am a smart kid. I graduated
That's right.
twice.
That's
So
right.
all APS, if you went to Atlanta Public Schools, you get a free grill at Royal Teeth Lab if you are on an all A honor roll. Free gold grill. I give
love
out free
that.
gold.
I love that.
Right.
Wow. Talk about boosting their confidence. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I got good grades, and now I get to rock with
Yeah,
my
I
friends
love
on the
it.
basketball court and look fly.
Yeah, they
you know?
they wear walking across the stage. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, my
From
gosh.
sixth grade to high school. You have to be in sixth grade on up to high school. You get a free grill, as long as you're on the A honor roll.
That's awesome. That's incredible.
Right.
Oh, man. That's you doing incredible work and empowering these young boys. These kids got something to look forward to. They make straight A's.
Man, walk out of there with 6 grills. You got
Yeah,
6 custom
like,
pieces.
I'ma
just
keep getting
6
A's.
trophies. You know,
There
like
you go.
that's-
Right.
That's different.
That's right. That's right. Now, what do you have coming up next? Do you have anything you're working on? Any projects coming up next?
I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah.
So me and Erykah actually have a watch. We have a watch coming
No,
out.
y'all don't have a watch.
We have a watch. Me and her have a watch, and I have a book coming out. The book. Shout out to Icon Books. I have a book deal with Iconic Books. It's a children's book about my opal grills. Coming from Ethiopia. It's a great story. It's a great children's story. It's about a young girl named Key, and she grew up as a lawyer in New York, and then she has trouble. She has trouble with telling the truth, so she's not a good lawyer. I mean, she has trouble with telling lies, so she's not a good lawyer because she only could tell the truth, and so she has vivid memories about her parents because she don't grow up with her parents because they got killed by colonizers over the opal grills that used to glow. The grills used to glow, and she has vivid dreams, and so she goes back to her hometown in Ethiopia, and she discovers about the glowing opal grills. So that's a children's book that I have coming out with Icon Books by Royal Teeth Lab. So
Wow. No, that sounds incredible. And I understand, too, you guys have a new location about to open up?
Yes, we
Okay.
do have a new location off of off of Fulton Industrial. And I'm excited about this location. It's a collaboration with Industry Studios. So we have rappers. You come get your piece. You can go right to the studio, rap. Yeah, we have four music studios. The jewelry store is in front. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, we can't wait to support and come out and see it. And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, you are killing the game right now, and we are so honored that you could be here today. And I wanted to ask, could you share like your social media or how people could reach you?
Yes.
Or just follow the movement?
Yeah, Royal Teeth Lab on all platforms. Royal, ROYAL, Teeth, TEETH, Lab, LAB. So I had to spell it out because people think I'm saying royalty. So it's Royal Teeth Lab.
All right, cool. No, we got that. Now clock that. You know what I'm saying? Haas, thank you, King. I appreciate you being here today. I've been excited since you agreed to do the show. And I'm just so thankful to be in your presence. Thank you so much for
I
doing the show
appreciate
today.
you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for tuning into the Queen's Address. Peace, King. Peace, Queen.
Queen's